Hey everybody, DCT, here with my boy, Stat Talk. How you doing tonight, Stat Talk?
I'm doing pretty good, DCT.
Oh, there you have it. You guys been asking for him. Here he is. Actually, I have a video right now. I just finished editing. It's gonna start to upload soon. Me and him talking a little bit about, I don't know if my previous video is up, but it's about that. So, you guys go check those out once they're finished uploading. So Stat Talk. Hey, Cowboy X Factor, how are you doing? So, Stat Talk, what do you want to talk about tonight?
I'm not sure, DCT. It's whatever you want to talk about.
Alright, well, let's talk about the Cowboys and Super Bowl 53? No, 52. Well, they're most likely going to make it in 53, but, Stat Talk, what's up? Hey, Cowboy X Factor, Stat Talk, someone just asked you what's up.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, Super Bowl 53, that's what I thought. This one was Super Bowl 52. I bet I've just been lost right now. So, Byron Jones has been out for a while, but Byron Jones is he's moved to a different position. I believe it's cornerback. Tell Stat Talk, Dez stays with... Oh, yeah, that's true. Dez... What do you think about Dez Bryant and our Allen Hurns staying on the team?
Dez Bryant. Dez Bryant and who else did you say?
Allen Hurns, the receiver that we just got, and we actually talked about this in the previous video that is still not up yet. So,
yeah, I think it's pretty huge.
do you think though that Hurns and Dez are gonna stay both on the team
this year?
Yes.
Obviously, Allen Hurns is gonna stay there.
Right.
But Dez Bryant, I'm not 100% sure. I think, as none of us are, I think he'll be there next year. This year, I mean. But the big question is, if he does stay, who is going to be the number one wide receiver on that team? I think Dez is still going to be, if I'm correct, but I think Allen Hurns has the potential to be the number one wide receiver on that team.
Stat Talk, you just got a question from Cowboy X Factor who said, who gets cut, Beasley or Terrence Williams? Who gets cut or traded, Beasley or Terrence Williams? Who do you think will be traded or cut, Terrence Williams or Cole Beasley?
I'm going to say Cole Beasley.
Ooh, man, I don't want to see that, but it'd be the most beneficial. But I think we should trade Terrence Williams to Seattle along with a third-round draft pick for Earl Thomas. Did you see the article by Gene Corns Taylor about Dez Bryant? No, I have not seen the article. What did it say? Because I bet Stat Talk's actually willing to hear about this because it's about Dez, who could go to his Browns. Thoughts on Cameron Fleming move? Yeah, we did something! Yay! Cowboys for life. Dak Prescott. Right here. Stat Talk, what do you think about Cameron Fleming?
Cameron Fleming is huge. I mean, that's a position that I think they didn't necessarily need. I mean, I think they needed it 100% because it puts them in a position where they have enough depth to kind of move around and do what they want. I don't think they had that this year.
Right.
I think it's huge that they have it this year.
Right. So far for the Cowboys. Hey, everybody here, tell me what your favorite move for the Dallas Cowboys has been this offseason. Signing. Cutting. Tell me what you guys' favorite is. Stat Talk, what is yours?
So my favorite
move the Cowboys have done this year. We cut Benson Mayowa. We haven't signed Bryce Butler. Allen Hurns, we don't know Cameron Fleming contract terms, that's true. But he is getting signed. Believes Des Bryant will be. Believes Des Bryant want to be a Cowboy. I think Des is gonna stay. But Stat Talk, what is your favorite move the Cowboys have done? Cut, trade. Well, yeah, cut, trade, release, sign. What's your favorite?
So, out of the moves they've made this year, I'm not 100% sure what is my favorite, but I think it's signed right now.
Who?
They signed some big positions I needed.
Who's your favorite that we've signed? Cameron Fleming.
My favorite the favorite that you guys signed.
Yeah, who?
I think that would be. That's hard, dude.
It really is. It is. I mean,
the dude that who is the person that they just signed? I can't remember.
Cameron Fleming or
no.
Hearns.
Yeah. Hearns.
Yeah. Well, I'd say Cameron. Well, Hearns. But once we hear the details for Cameron Fleming's contract, probably him, because my favorite move is signing. My favorite move is signing DCT and Stat Talk. Boy. Okay, so I just literally exit. Okay. Or how long? Right, that's true. Will Des restructure? Well, probably. But that could mean he's gonna get cut. Let's go draft DCT Stat Talk right now. Well, let's talk about the draft. Stat Talk, you want to talk a little bit about the draft?
I think whatever you want, DCT.
All right, let's do it. First off, you guys in the comments, viewers, tell me what you guys want for your first round draft pick, because I have been busting my butt on all of these draft picks. Favorite player you want Cowboys to draft? Well, it depends on who we still have to sign. Most likely, my favorite, if we could draft someone, Roquan Smith, Vita Vea, Darwin James, or, yeah, Vita Vea, Roquan Smith, or Darwin James would be my guys. I will do pick analysis in April. Well, here's the thing. I am stepping up my game and doing, I say around 17, 17 times about 8. So if you guys can figure out that math right now, that'd be great, because that's how I am doing. Stat Talk, who's your favorite players?
In the draft?
Yes.
In like the Cowboys range, or just my favorite players in the draft?
Well, in the draft in general.
So I really like Bradley Chubb. Obviously, Roquan Smith is a pretty special linebacker.
Bradley Chubb is actually number 1 on my list.
For your favorite?
Yeah.
I can't agree with that. Who's
Well,
the
no,
running back?
not for my favorite, but he's number 1 on my list for defense players.
Who is the running back that was pretty big this year?
Shaquan Barkley.
Yeah.
Well, for all we know, he could just be a bust. That's a chance you take with... What?
That's true.
Yeah, that's a chance to take with any players. They could be a bust. It's all about the game of luck. You know?
That's 100% true. You never know what's going to happen there.
I mean, of course, you never want a bust. But, you know, if it is, you know, I wouldn't be surprised. Hines, the dude from NC State, is a beast. We can get him in the later rounds. That's true. DCT, the number is 99, remember. All right. Yeah, I like him. Let me actually try and find him. So, Stat Talk, who do you think your favorite defensive player right now is?
In the draft.
Yeah.
My defensive player is probably Bradley Chubb.
Alright, well, let me list off his numbers for you. Bradley Chubb, defensive end, solo, 100.
Or Roquan Smith.
Alright. Tell Stat Talk I said, hey, Stat Talk, you're getting some love right now.
Yeah.
Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody. Stat Talk, kid.
Yeah, Stat Talk. So, let me see, so, Bradley Chubb, defensive end, solo, 100, assists, 98, total, 198. Pretty simple math right there, actually. 100 plus 98. You know, which equals 100 plus 98, that equals 300, right? Sacks, 25, interceptions, 1, and 6 forced fumbles. We need to get 2 linebackers. So, let me go through linebacker, Leighton Vander, if I pronounce that right. Solo, 128, assists, 60, totaling 188 with 5 sacks, 3 interceptions, and 4 forced fumbles. Let me keep going. Jarwell in third. Well, if we don't trade away our third, what do you think, Stat Talk? Do you think Vander is good?
It's hard to say with these young prospects. I'd say he has a lot of potential, but I'm not 100% sure if he's going to be good. Nobody can be 100% sure if he's going to be good.
You got a point. DCT, if we sign Marcus Martin, which guard would he play? I'd say left. Wait. That's a hard decision. Because we also got Lyle Collins there. Left guard, right, true. And we also have Lyle Collins. Because, you know, he's always good. How is that hard? Actually, well, because, you know, I'm trying to figure in Lyle Collins. Because, well, Zach is all world. That's true. You know, we got Zach Martin and him, so I guess it's not that hard now that I think about it more. Let me just keep trying to find a linebacker. Shaquan Griffin. Yeah.
Yeah, Griffin. I don't think he'll go to the later rounds, though.
Right, true. He's a linebacker, solo, 122, assists, 73, totaling 195. I haven't finished, like I said. Collins stay at right tackle. Well, we just signed Cameron Fleming, by the way, so we got some guy there. Collins, though, Lyle Collins is good. He's a good player. Don't get me wrong. I like him a lot. I haven't finished off all these, as you guys can see. I pretty much finished at Griffin for everything. But linebacker, I'm still trying to find some. I didn't do linebackers till like the late times. Griffin, yeah, I like him. He's good. He's not going though, like Stat Talk said, till one of the later rounds.
But that's a perfect place for the Cowboys to pick him up.
That's true. And I'd be a fan of that.
He has a little bit of a handicap, but I mean, you know, he's a big player that makes big plays, and that's all that matters, really.
Right. If
the Cowboys are just gonna have to take him with a lower pick, and that's fine.
Right. I definitely think though. He's still a free agent.
A lot of teams are gonna be looking to take a chance on him though.
What?
So they gotta watch out. A lot of teams are gonna be looking to take chances on him though.
Right, and same with Will Hernandez, who's probably gonna go in either the late first or early second. The dude can play. Right. Swing tackle, that's true. My favorite thing would be for the Cowboys right now, we restructured Jason Wynn's contract. Okay, perfect. Now we have around $3-ish million in the cap because that freed up about 3.5. I'm not exactly sure on that number, but I believe we have around 3 or 4 million. But my favorite thing, alright, cut one more player. That will release about $1 million. Tyron Crawford. That'd be a good guy. And try and get Navarro Bowman. Stat Talk, you've said this would be a great move. Don't you think it would?
I 100% agree. It would be a great move for the Cowboys.
If we could get Navarro Bowman, well, the linebacking core is set. All right, we got Sean Lee, Jalen Smith, and Justin March Lillard there for the linebackers. Plus, we would have Navarro Bowman. Just keep that in mind. That would be great. Griffin would be great at special teams. That stat talk, don't you agree with that? That's actually a great point that you just brought up there. He would be a big player for special teams. I definitely think that would be Shaquem Griffin. That would be a good thing for special teams. Stat talk, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I think he could play. He'd play lights out though there on special teams. I love Will Hernandez, but if we need 5 first-round picks on the O-line, then it says a lot about our coaching. True. But I think the offensive line right now is set. We got Zach Martin, Tyron Smith, backup for Tyron Smith, who I like. His name is Cameron Fleming. We just signed him literally like an hour and a half ago. Not even joking. Contract details aren't out yet. We got Travis Frederick and Lyle Collins. I think our offensive line is set. Stat talk, do you think the offensive line is set?
I think it's in a better position than it was last year. I don't think anything's set in stone. It's gonna be great.
You got a point there.
Yeah,
hopefully we can get better. DJ Moore if he falls out of the first. We have to get him. We need a guard. Well, that's what I'm saying. Move Lyle Collins. Well, either move Lyle Collins or move Cameron Fleming to guard to help out there. I personally either one of those would be good because they can both play. And also, we got that quality backup for Tyron Smith, so that's good. We're good with that, so I'm happy that we at least have a backup in case Tyron Smith gets hurt because that could easily happen. And if that would happen, that would pretty much be the end if we didn't have a good quality backup. But also, Collins should stay at right tackle. He's not a guard. Fleming should be our swing. True. That's true. That's also another option. Especially, plenty of guard depth in the middle rounds. That's true. Like, in the 4th, I'd say, would be a good spot for him. Let me pull up Stat Talk. Why don't you just talk a little bit, be Stat Talk, and talk about some stats for the year. And what your season... Well, just say hi and talk to people while I try and find this.
Hi guys, Stat Talk here. And yeah.
Hold on, we got a comment. What you think about from Florida State? Nah, he's okay. I personally I wouldn't take him, but well, I actually just found it. I had to do a lot of reading. So, get a linebacker in the 1st, defensive tackle in the 2nd, defensive end in the 3rd, offensive lineman in the 4th, quarterback in the 5th, tight end in the 6th, or wide receiver in the 6th. Whichever one of those works out best. We have to see, though, where we are by then. Because I like what my boy Justin March Lillard said. When I asked him what he thinks the biggest need for the team is, he said, let me try and find that so I'm not saying false quotes. He said it's hard to answer without knowing what and who we're going to lose in free agency. He's got a point there. Actually, Leary mauled people when he played at the... Right. Ron Leary, I like him. He's good. He's a good player. But Justin March Lillard said, it's a tough one to answer without knowing what and who we're going to lose in free agency. It's always easier to tell when you know what you've lost. But if I'm going to add something, to this current team, it would be to add someone on the offensive line. He's got a point. It's easier to know what and who we're going to lose in free agency, which still isn't over yet because we still don't know if we're going to lose David Irving because, that tender might not last, It's only a second round, so some teams might be willing to give it up for him, sadly. Stat Talk, do you think do you think David Irving will stay with Dallas?
It's a hard question to answer, but I think he will.
Yeah, I do too. Collins was a tackle in college, and he should stay a tackle now. Why you think we were so bad? Why you think we were so bad in short yardage 2015? Besides the guard, what do you think is the biggest need? Defensive tackle, or not defense. Some defensive guy on the line, that we really need that. Stat Talk, do you agree? Because if you take over the lines, you control the game.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, because if we were... Look, let me lay this all out for you. Here's the quarterback, right? All right? You got the offensive line right here blocking for him. But if you have a good enough defensive line that'll push and pull, all right, which will leave... If you got a good defensive line, that'll leave the two guys on the edge open to get to the quarterback. There you go. I definitely think we need some guy on the defensive line. Defensive tackle wise, who are you in Stat Talk? Stat Talk, who's your favorite defensive tackle going into the draft right now? Or who do you think could be the best? Like, we got Daron Payne. I'm looking for defensive tackle, I believe. You got Daron Payne, Harold Landry. Wow, he's defensive. Marquise Hurst, if I pronounce that right. B.J. Hill, Justin Jones, just some of them. R.J. McIntrost. Hurst is too iffy. That's true. As much as I like him, he's a big, it could either work out amazing or it could work out a bust. So, my favorite, I'm not exactly sure. There's a lot of them. This is kind of a defensive draft, based off of my research. But my favorite, Vita Vea. He's
I agree with that.
He's a defensive tackle. He probably won't follow the Cowboys. If he does, well, woo! We're in for a good time here. But if he doesn't, well, I don't know. But Vita Vea is definitely my favorite. I like him a lot. Stat Talk, what's your take on Vita Vea? Well, first off, let me list out Vita Vea's stats for you guys. Solo 65, assists 34, 99 total tackles, 9.5 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles. So he's pretty good. I like him. I definitely think he would be a big upgrade. What do you think?
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like Vita Vea. He's good. If we can't get him though, Daron Payne. If we can't get Vita Vea. Well, I hope Daron Payne isn't already taken by our pick because what if they turn in the card to draft? I think it's gonna be I forget who's gonna be announcing the draft. I think though it's gonna be or our draft pick, but I believe it's gonna be Roger Goodell. If he comes up and with the 19th pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Vita Vea. Yeah! We are... I'm done. I'm done.
I don't know if that's going to happen, but...
If it does, I'm not even going to be a Cowboy fan. I'm not even going to... I would be speechless. I would literally be... I'm hosting the draft right here. You guys, you're... I'm just going to be like... Vita Vea... I'm just going to be like... I'm just going to be like screaming at the camera. And you guys, make sure when the Cowboys draft pick comes in, make sure to turn your volume all the way down. Just a heads up. I like Payne too. I think he'd be good. Oh shit. Yeah, you had me rolling. Stat talk. If Dallas can get Vita Vea, what's your reaction gonna be?
I would just leave. I would just not watch the Cowboys anymore.
You'd hang up on me, wouldn't you? You'd basically give me the finger and walk off, wouldn't you?
It would be insane if that happened, though. Seriously.
Mm-hmm. I'd be very happy. Can't wait until the draft show, bruh. Are you gonna be covering the whole draft? That's right, you guys know it. I already requested my day off and said I am taking, I believe it's the 28th. I am taking that Friday off. That way, that whole entire day, that whole entire night for the draft, I will be almost live the whole time, you know, except for times that, I gotta go eat, you know, and stuff like that, and maybe sleep. Maybe not, though. Maybe not even sleep, you know. It's the draft, the biggest day, one of the biggest days in NFL. We're going to get to see who our players are. So, I'm going to be covering, like, this like no one else. Hey, what's up? Hey, Stat Talk, you just keep talking about the draft. I actually got to go do something. I'm talking about the whole draft. 1-7. I am. I will be. So, Stat Talk, you keep talking a little bit about draft. All right?
Okay, yeah. So, the Cowboys obviously don't have a great pick in the draft this year, but that doesn't mean they can't do something good with it. A lot of the times, especially in the NFL, later rounds, there can be sleepers in the later rounds.
All right.
So, okay, he's back.
Yeah, DCTPG, we in the build. That's right, I am, but sadly... wait, actually, let me see what time it is. Okay. We got about 5 minutes left. So, Stat Talk, your take on all of NFL free agency right now.
I think it's been a very exciting and crazy free agency. This group this year, so I think it's been great for not only the Cowboys but other teams. You know, my Browns, but just an exciting free agency year.
All right. Well, I'm actually gonna try and end this right on 30 minutes. So, Stat Talk, any last words for us?
No, I don't have anything right now, but.
All right. Well, you guys.
Thanks for watching, guys, and check out our new gaming channel.
No, it's not up yet. It's not. It might not even happen.
It will be up soon, though.
DM me. I will. Cowboy X Factor. I'll DM you, and if I'm in it, it's just gonna be for Madden. So, Stat Talk. Any last words?
Nope.
All right. Thanks everybody for watching. Come on, please tell me. Please Hey, Cowboy X Factor, what do you want me to tell you? The channel, it might not even happen. If the channel does happen, I might be in it just for Madden. You know, I'm only strict football. How do you make those thumbnails? The thumbnail I use for this? Oh, for Instagram? I'll DM you about that, alright? Right after this. Because I don't want to share my secret out to everybody. So I'll see you guys next time. From Stat Talk, me, DCT, everybody here at Dallas Cowboys Talk. We'll see you all next time. Peace out.
Peace off.
Peace. Does it matter, Stat Talk?
It does.